In question 28, we need to find the maximum angle of refraction when light ray is refracted from glass to air. Solution 28. So we know that the critical angle is the angle at which the refraction angle becomes more than 90 degree, and after that reflection will occur. So the maximum angle of refraction that can be possible is 90 degree, because after this reflection will happen. In question 29, light is incident from glass to air. Sketch the variation of deviation delta with angle of incidence I. Solution 29. So refractive index of glass is 1.5. Obviously angle of incidence is given that it will remain in this range. So sin IC, that is critical angle, over sin R will be mu A by mu G. That is at critical angle of refraction will become 90 degree. So sin 90 degree is 1 equal to 1 over 1.5. So by this we will find that critical angle comes out to be 40 degree and 48 minutes, 48 seconds. Now after this, the angle of deviation due to refraction from glass increases as the angle increases up to this point, and after this it will decrease. So the approximate graph will look something like this. It will increase and they'll decrease. In question 30, light is incident from glass to water. Find the range of angle of deviation, for which there are two angles of incidence. Solution 30. So two angles of incidence. Let's first scenario, when light pass straight through normal, okay. So in this case angle of incidence will be 0 degree, and angle of refraction will be 0 degree, and angle of deviation will be 0 degree. Second scenario, light incident at critical angle. So in this case we will find that it will be 8 by 9. IC will come out to be 62.73 degrees. Angle of deviation will be 90 minus IC, which will give us 37.27 degree. In question 31, light falls from glass to air. We need to find the angle of incidence, for which angle of deviation is 90 degree. Solution 31. So critical angle will come out to be sin inverse 1 by mu. It will be around 41.8 degrees. Now maximum attainable deviation can be this much. Maximum deviation can be 90 minus IC, that is 41.8, that is 47.2 degrees. So TIR must have taken place in this case, because it is the maximum attainable deviation. So the deviation is given by 180 degree minus 2i. This will give us after simplifying it, and let this be 90 degree when we divide it by that. So 2i will come out to be 90 degree. So I will come out to be 45 degree. A point source is placed at a depth h below the surface of water. Show that light escapes through circular area of water surface with center directly above the point, and find angle subtended by radius of area on source. Solution 32, A part. So let this be h, let this be x. So x over h equal to 10c, or IC, let's call this IC, critical angle. So after simplifying this, we will get 1 over root mu square minus 1. So x will come out to be h over root mu square minus 1. We have done this thing. Sin theta over cos theta, and cos theta is this. This is A part. Now in the B part, angle subtended by radius of the area on the source will be sin inverse 1 by mu, critical angle. In question 33, a container contains some water. We need to find radius of shadow. Find the maximum value of R for which shadow of ring is formed on the ceiling. Solution 33, A part. So let's draw the figure. This is 2 meters, this is 200, this is 20 centimeter, this is 15, this is x meters. Let this be R. So ultimately by this figure, sin I over sin R, 1 by mu, that is 3 by 4. Sin R will come out to be 4 by 5. X by 2 will be 10R. So sin R will be 10R over root 1 plus 10 square R, which will be x by 2 over 1 minus x square by 4. So after simplifying this, x by 2 root 1 minus x square by 4 equal to 4 by 5, we will obtain x equal to 8 by 3. So shadow will be, radius of shadow will be 8 by 3 plus 0.15, 2.81 meters. B part, for maximum size, R over root 20 square plus R square, 3 by 4. So from here R will come out to be 22.67 centimeters. In question 34, we need to find angle of minimum deviation for equilateral prism. What is the angle of incidence for this deviation? Solution 34. So mu will be sin A plus delta m over 2 over sin A by 2. So from here delta m will be I plus I dash minus A. 60 degree equal to I plus I dash minus 60 degree. I will come out to be 60 degree. Question 35. Find the angle of deviation. Solution 35. Mu equal to a plus delta m by 2. If the angle is small, so delta m will come out to be 2 degrees. In question 36, a light ray is given to us. What limit on the refractive index can be put from this data? So this is solution 36. Mu equal to sine 60 by del m by 2. Sine 60 by 2, that is sine 30 degree. It can be 2 sine 60 plus delta m by 2. So after this, mu will be less than or equal to 2 sine 60 plus delta m by 2. So mu will be less than or equal to 1 by root 2, less than or equal to root 2. In question 37, locate the image formed by the refraction in the situation shown. Solution 37. So in this, we will use this formula. Putting all the values. We will obtain u to be equal to minus 266 centimeter approximately. In question 39, we have been given this figure. We need to, there is an arrow beam. Are the rays totally reflected at the plane surface? Find the image and find the image formed by reflection or by refraction on the plane surface, and trace qualitatively the final rays. Solution 39. Critical angle will be sine inverse 1 over mu 2. Sine inverse 1 by 2, it will be 30 degree. A part, angle of incidence must be greater than critical angle. It is greater than critical angle, so they will totally reflect internally. TIR will happen. So let's use this formula. Two by v minus 1 by infinity equal to 2 minus 1 by 3. So ultimately infinity, because rays are parallel, so we assume that they come from infinity. So we will come out to be 6 centimeter. C part, image is formed at mirror in front of A by TIR. In question 40, a small object is given. We need to locate the image of object as seen by the observer standing to the left and to the right. Solution 40, A part. So for A part, u will be 5 minus 15 minus 3.5 centimeter. R will be minus 5 centimeter. Mu 2 by v minus mu 1 by u. equal to mu2 minus u1 by r. So this will be used. So 1 by v plus 1.5 by 3.5 equal to minus 1 minus 1.5 by 5. So from here we will come out to be minus 3 centimeter inside. This means inside the sphere. B part, same scenario. U will be minus 5 plus 1.5 minus 6.5 centimeter. R minus 5 centimeter. So when we put everything, we will get this much. In question 41, a biconvex thick lens is given. Locate the image of object placed far away from lens. Solution 41. Mu g by v minus mu a by u equal to mu g minus mu a by r1. 1.5 by v minus 0 equal to 1.5 by 10. Because we consider u to be infinity in this case, so therefore 1 over infinity will be 0. So we will come out to be 30 centimeter in this case. Now from the second surface, R2 will be minus 10 centimeter. U will be 30 minus 5, that is 25 centimeter virtual object. So 1 by v minus 1. 15 by 25 equal to minus 0.5 over minus 10. V will come out to be 9.1 centimeter. Question 42. Narrow pencil is given. What should be refractive index of pencil is to be focused at surface of sphere, at center of sphere. Solution 42. So in the first scenario, what we will be having is this: mu2 by 2r equal to mu2 minus 1 by r. So mu2 will come out to be 2. In the second scenario, we will have mu2 by r equal to mu2 minus 1 by r. So mu2 will come out to be mu2 minus 1. This is obviously not possible. This can't happen. So we cannot focus it at the center. In question 43, one end of cylindrical glass rod is given. Locate the image of the object. Solution 43. Same 3 over 2v plus 4 over 3 into 8. It will give us 3 over 2v plus 1 over 6 equal to 1 by 6. So we will come out to be infinity. In question 44, a paperweight is there. At what height above the page will the printed letters appear? Solution 44. So mu2 by v minus mu1 by u equal to mu2 minus mu1 by r. So here putting all the values, 1 over v plus 3 over 2 into 3 equal to 1 minus 1.5 over minus 3. So v will come out to be minus 3 centimeter. In question 45, we need to solve the previous problem itself when paperweight is inverted. Solution 45. So when it will be the case, so image shift will be 3 into 1 minus 1.5. So 3 into 0.5 or 1.5, 1 centimeter. In question 46, a hemispherical portion is given. Locate the final image formed. Solution 46. So now mu2 by v minus mu1 by u equal to mu2 minus mu1 by r. So 1.5 by v minus 1 by minus 2 are equal to 0.5 by r. So v will come out to be infinity in this case. And for reflection in concave mirror, 1 by v minus 1.5 minus 3r by 2 equal to minus 0.5 by minus r. V will come out to be minus 2r in this situation. In question 47, convex surface is given, concave surface is also given. First, where should a pin be placed on the axis so that its image is formed at the same place? And if concave part is filled with water, find distance to which the pin should be moved so that image of the pin again coincides with the pin. Solution 47, part A. So what we will have is 1.5 by v minus 1. Let the distance be x, 0.5 over minus 60. So v will come out to be minus 180 x over 120 plus x. Now after this u will be minus 180 over x, 120 plus x for the second situation. So 1 by v plus 1 by u equal to 1 by f. F is minus 10 centimeter, half of radius of curvature. So let it be 1 by v1 equal to 1 by minus 10 minus 180 plus x over 120 plus x over 180 x. So after simplifying this, v1 will come out to be 180x over 120 minus 17x. Now the image is reflected through lens, so that image is obtained as the object taken in the first refraction. So for second refraction, mu2 by v minus mu1 by u equal to mu2 minus u1 by r. So here 1 over minus x minus 1.5 over 180 x 120 minus 17x equal to minus 0.5 over minus 60. So from this we will get x to be 15 centimeter. In question 48, a double convex lens is given. Find the radii. Solution 48. 1 by f equal to mu minus 1, 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2, 1 by 25 equal to 15 minus 1, 1.5 minus 1, 1 by r minus 1 by minus 2r. So it will come out to be 18.75 centimeter. Now r1 is equal to r, r2 is equal to 2r. In question 49, radii of curvature is given. If find the focal length of lens. Solution 49. A part. If placed in air, then this will be the case. 1.6 by 1 minus 1. 1 by 20 minus 1 by 30. So F will be 100 centimeter. B part. In this 1 by F equal to 1.6 by 1.33 minus 1. 1 by 20 minus 1 by 30. F will come out to be 300 centimeter. In question 50, lenses are there. Find the focal length of the possible lenses. Solution 50. So case 1, double convex. 1 by F 15 minus 1. 1 by 20 minus 30. Case 2, double concave. 1 by F 15 minus 1 minus 1 by 20 minus 1 by 30 minus 24 centimeter. Another case, concavo convex. So 1 by F 15 minus 1 by 20 minus 1 by 30. F will be minus 120 centimeter. Case 4, concave convex. 1 by F 15 minus 1. 1 by 20 minus 1 by 30 plus 120 centimeters. So these are various scenarios. In question 51, a thin lens is given to us where will be the image form if beam is incident from medium mu1 and from medium mu3. Solution 51. A part, when incident from mu1, so we will have mu2 by v minus mu1 by u equal to mu2 minus mu1 over r. Putting everything, 1 by v equal to mu2 minus mu1 by mu2 r. So it will give us v equal to mu2 r over mu2 minus mu1. After second reflection, mu3 over v minus mu2 over u equal to mu3 minus mu2 by r. So from all the values that we have, we will have this thing. So v will be minus mu3 by r over mu3 minus 2 mu2 plus mu1. And in second scenario, similarly we will find that it will be equal to this 2 mu2 minus mu1 minus mu3. Convex lens is given to us. Find the location and nature of image. Solution 52. A part, 1 by v equal to 1 by 10 minus 1 by 9.8 minus 0.2 over 98. So v will come out to be minus 490 centimeter. Then magnification also, magnification will be V by U, 490 over minus 9.8, 50. B part, so in B part we will have this value, so ultimately V will be 510 centimeter, M will be 510 over 9.8.